Jesus says, "You are my heaven on earth. Spread the fragrance of my love." November 6th, 2015. Words from Jesus to Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Clare began, "Well, my precious Heartdwelling family, it seems that every time I miss a day, the message is even stronger the next day. Tonight we received a beautiful, beautiful message on the love that Jesus has for us, for each and every one of us, and what He is longing to experience with us and for us to experience with Him. I want to begin by saying, let there be no misinterpreting anything in this message. This is a pure exchange of love from God that has not one carnal connotation. It is absolutely pure love in the Spirit, and this is possible with all of us. This message is not about me. It's about Jesus and how He longs for each of us. I want to begin by describing the experience I had as I came into prayer. How will I ever communicate to you the joy I've experienced today? I headed straight into worship when I got up, before my mind had a chance to think on the things of the world. Oh, the Lord Himself was so immersed in my love for Him. It was a sight to behold. I could feel His warm presence wrapped around me, in of course such a pure and holy way. But when I caught a glimpse of His holy face, I was just amazed. We were dancing to Terry McAlmond's songs, and Jesus' eyes were closed as He rested His head on mine, and was the perfect picture of someone totally transfixed in love. Oh, there is one verse of a song we listened to that says, "Let me pour my love on you, the fragrance of my heart." And that always makes me ashamed, and I flinch when I hear that line, because I don't see my heart as being fragrant at all. I see it riddled with faults that make me recoil at the thought of pouring those on my Jesus. But when I saw how He was enjoying the contents of my heart, all that began to change. He must have some kind of filter. As I gazed upon His sweet face, totally absorbed in me, I began to reckon that there must be something fragrant there, or He wouldn't be so absorbed. As I was thinking these things, I saw tears rolling down His cheeks, and I heard Him say, "If only you knew how much consolation you bring me. You are my heaven on earth." Jesus began, "My tender lover, how blessed I am to have you in my arms for even this short while. Oh, if only mankind could experience the sublime love I have for them, never again would sin enter the world. Oh yes, there is free will, but if a soul could be penetrated to the marrow of their bones with the love I have for them, never would sin reign in their lives again. The problem arises when the soul will not have me, when they say this far and no further. That is their undoing and downfall." You see, I should word that slightly differently. If only mankind would allow me to penetrate their very being with the sublime love I have for them, never again would sin enter the world. It would not be possible for a soul saturated with my love to sin. But as I said, the problem arises when the soul draws the line, not me. Do you understand this now, my love? I do, Lord. I have seen the stubbornness of man's heart, when it comes to receiving you fully. I have been guilty of the same. Yes, and it is so fruitless, so very barren and fruitless. If only they would trust me. I would prove to them my love. They would experience the rewards of being bathed in my love, and would even come to understand the long-term contradictions that make no sense to those who live in the flesh. I think there he was talking about things like, why do people die? Why do children get sick? These are long-term contradictions of love, but we would understand them if we were infused enough with the Lord. Clare, my dearest child and love, it is your solemn responsibility to reveal this love to them. Do not let them go on in their blindness of my love. Do everything in your power to spread the perfume of my love for them. Everything. Do you understand, my love? Do everything in your power. Yes, Lord. Oh God, help me. Show me what is in my power with your grace. I will. Enlist the support of the many around you. Explore the venues. Reach out into the far corners of this earth with my love. Declare it from the rooftops and send it even into the bowels and dark places of this earth. For I am calling all men to me, so that I may love them as they have never been loved before. This love is so sublime that even if you labored for years to reach the infinite borders of its source, still you would only have scratched the surface. It is so vast that I cannot turn even one away, even the most wicked among men. If they repent, my arms are flung open wide to receive them. The doors of my infinite mercy have not as yet closed. They are still open. There is still hope. I know the weariness of my brides, but I also know my brides love me with their lives, and nothing is too great for me to ask of them. Nothing. I'm still asking for patience in this hour. Patience, prayer, long-suffering, and charity for mankind. Soon enough you will be with me in paradise. Soon enough, my laboring lovers. Then all of this will seem like a bad dream. So much will just fade away when you have reached the shores of your destination. Oh, I've promised you so much, and I will not defraud you. So much more is being added to your coffers in heaven as you continue to march shoulder to shoulder in peace, love, and dedication to bringing souls into my bosom. Long have I waited for such an army of souls that would look out for one another with not a thought of their own reward. And on this channel I have found such as these. All of you have been drawn together by the love flowing from my fountains of grace in heaven. All of you have brought your own tributaries into the mix, adding grace upon grace upon grace. And that is as it should be. The experience of my love is heightened on this channel because of your self-sacrifice and focus on me and those I entrust to you. How beautiful to see this symphony of love playing on the sweet strings of heaven and drawing all men to me. You have weathered many storms, many barrages of arrows, many attempts to corrupt your pure and loving sacrifices, many attempts to turn you against one another. You have shown great patience and virtue. You are my trusted servants, and having been faithful with the little things, I can increase now the gifts of grace to my proven souls. Yes, I'm going to increase your gifts of wisdom, love, patience, and effectiveness in prayer. You are also going to see more healings and more hearts melting in your arms as they give their lives to me. Many of you have been spurned and looked down upon in your own churches. Many have indeed suffered a lifetime of rejection and being passed by for the more influential and flashy Christians. May I say, your humility has gained you the high honor of being my chosen few to bring the nectar of my love for souls to this bitter and darkened world. Notice, I did not say knowledge or learning or expertise. No, all those things serve only to puff one up. They have their place when handled with extreme humility, but are not the ultimate food of heaven. Love is the ultimate food of heaven, and you have all chosen the better portion of love, to spread the fragrance of my delicate love to a hurting and darkened world. I know this has not been easy for you. I know many times you have wanted to retreat or give up. But rather than giving in to your flesh, you came to me for more grace, wise and loving as you are. You came to me before resigning and asked for more grace, and I have not denied you. You have stayed the course, run the race, and set your eyes on the prize of the high calling, as it is written. I do not regard myself as having laid hold of it yet, but one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and reaching forward to what lies ahead. I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Jesus Christ. And for this I commend you and promise even more spiritual territory, because you have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Grace builds upon grace, and as you handle my sheep and my lambs with tenderness, revealing my love, I will increase your anointing and bring you into the fullness of your calling. And though you be few in number, you are mighty in grace and wisdom to bring the broken, the alienated into my kingdom. You are paving the way for my return. You all in your own right are voices crying out in the wilderness, as it is written, a voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord. Make straight path for him. Every valley shall be filled in, every mountain and hill made low. The crooked roads shall become straight, the rough ways smooth, and all people will see God's salvation. You are indeed making straight path for me into the hearts of men. You have refused to get caught up in doctrinal religious quarrels, rhetoric, and posturing. No, your ways are my ways of love, without the religious roadblocks and impediments that my people have grown so weary of. They hunger to experience me, to have that profoundly real experience and relationship with me, not with men and institutions. Every valley shall indeed be filled in as humility is cherished and nurtured among my elect. You have made the way so lowly that anyone, even the littlest child, can traverse it. The mountains of pride, celebrity cults, and performance have been replaced with the simple cherishing of every soul, no matter how lowly and sinful. For my love cries out, "Precious, precious, precious is the soul who hungers for me, for they shall have me." It is my blood which has made the lowliest among men the most precious. There is no price to be paid for such as these that is greater. No soul is greater than my sacrifice on the cross. Yes, it is the great leveling field, where the mountains of pride and pretensions men are governed by are utterly cast down as worthless. The crooked roads invented by men, causing so many to give up before they reached me, have been utterly destroyed, and the rough ways of demanding attainment of this and attainment of that have been removed. Nothing is attained to, all is a free gift, for my arms are open wide and cherishing all who come to me, no matter how lowly their station in life may be. So truly, you have walked in the footsteps of your precursor John, and like him, you are making straight the way of your Lord. So be encouraged, my chosen people. Know that your very small and humble callings are reaching to the ends of the earth and bringing in the harvest. Let no one frighten or discourage you. Yes, take every thought captive and continue on in the knowledge that you are pleasing to me. By their fruit you will know them. A good tree cannot bring forth bad fruit. Continue on to tend the vineyard and bring forth the sweet wine of my love to your fellow men.